Run and pass, a very, very athletic team. Like I was looking at some highlight cut-ups, and their running back is very explosive, and not the guys on offense, but their defense is very explosive too. So we just need to play all around. We need to think about us, stick to what we know, stick to our techniques and our standard. We should be fine.
How have you changed physically since your arrival here in Athens?
I can feel myself getting a lot stronger mentally and physically. Running a lot. Having good technique. It's like a 360 change from me coming to high school and staying from where I am now.
And what does that do for your confidence?
It's not really anything boosting my head or anything. It's just nice to know that I'm able to keep up with this league. Like SEC is a very physical league, and to be here standing and be able to keep up is pretty impressive to me.
And then from a team-wide perspective, Coach Smart was saying that y'all haven't reached the surface of where y'all can go. As a player, when might be a moment where you're able to see the potential of this team?
The sky's the limit for all of us, and you can see little flashes, little glimpses. Practice, you can see a little flash, a little glimpse, and then in the games, it all comes together. But I think the team, we definitely see where we can be. But it's potential energy. As long as we do our thing, and potential energy means nothing to us. I'm sure you have to actually do it.
I'm sure a lot of fans, even media alike, are going to use the term, "Oh, it's just Murray State this week." But do you guys look at what happened to Tennessee, even Missouri and Wyoming? Is that a talking point, maybe a teaching point throughout the week that you guys will talk about?
It's something we definitely keep in our minds, not to slip. I mean, you got to, especially in this game, college football, you have to be on your game every week. You have to bring it, and if you get caught slipping, it's going to be detrimental because somebody can take advantage of that. But I think Coach Smart, he's going to preach about playing to a high standard, no matter who the opponent is. It could be Murray State, it could be anybody in the SEC, it could be anybody in the Pac-12. It doesn't matter, but as long as we play our game, we should be fine against anybody.
For somebody who's never been to Sanford Stadium, what's your description of that scene?
It's like a sea of red, man. It's an amazing feeling walking out the tunnel. It leaves me starstruck every time, and especially in the fourth quarter, like just seeing all the lights at night and just the crowd, man. The crowd feeds into it, man. The crowd is a big part of the game.
And what
feed off the energy of the crowd.
What were some of the comments on the sideline, being the road team and having all that red and bang?
Man, I was sitting in the locker room when I stepped out, and I looked at all the red. I was like, man, this feels like a home game. It's just everybody was there. My parents, just fans, I recognized people from Athens in the stands in Nashville, and it was just amazing. Dog Nation travels well, and it's amazing to be part of a team that does that.
Aziz had a pretty good game. What did you see from him, and how has he improved since he record last one?
Man, Aziz is a great player. I have a ton of respect for him, and we practice hard. We always beside each other, and my game is slack, and he picks me up. If his game is slack and I pick him up, we just, our defense is a complementary defense. Like we always feeding off each other. We always trying to pick somebody up along with us.
Jordan, the defense seemed a little bit different last year when you got kind of inserted into the lineup. You provided a presence there. Has it kind of dawned on you, how much you can mean to this defense if you start to, when you meet your potential?
I had people tell me that, but it doesn't. I don't really see anything like that. I think just if we all play together, I think it was just the fact that, I definitely brought something to improve. And, everybody has a different role on this team, but I couldn't have did it without the help of other people. I couldn't have did it without Mike B. Mike B was there first. He led me. As we know, I didn't travel the first two games, South Carolina or Missouri, but that was like a little striving point. So Mike B. and Julian Rochester helped me out on that one, and I'm here now. I don't see myself as helping, I was so special to the defense. Everybody has their role. We play our role well.
Jordan, you were talking after the game Saturday night that last year you didn't even expect to play.
Yeah.
And then due to injuries, you kind of had your opportunity. Along those lines, how much more comfortable were you Saturday night than that freshman that was just like, whoa, I've got to get in there?
I was definitely more comfortable. I was very nervous because, coming off the injury and the Sugar Bowl and everything. Mm-hmm. But, we practice very hard, and Kirby tries to make the games hard, or practices harder than the games. And so I think we were very well prepared. And, week one, it's always jitters. It's always what you don't know what to expect. We didn't even know who the QB was until, the first play. So, it's just it's, you get comfortable, but you don't want to be too comfortable. Kirby always says we need to be uncomfortable because when we be uncomfortable, we can grow. So
You're going to hear all week that you're supposed to beat this team. Along those lines, though, you just saw Tennessee, Missouri, South Carolina. They all lost to teams this past week that they were favored to beat. Do you ever pay attention to that stuff? Just be like, wow.
No, we don't pay attention to that. We pay attention to ourselves. Murray State's a great team, very explosive, very respectable team, have great athletes. But if we play our game, we can compete with anybody.
Did you guys get some feedback on that HAVOC rate?
We talked about it this morning in the meeting, but our HAVOC rate wasn't really what we expected. It was 11%, and we usually have 20, or we shoot for 20.
Shoot for 20, yeah.
But it's always room for improvement. We're going to improve on that during practice this week, so hopefully next week will be better, and the next week on and on.
Traditionally, you don't see a lot of freshmen playing in the defensive line. So what does that say about Trayvon Walker that he was sort of able to make the trip play?
That dude's an athlete. Dude's a freak. You never see him. I watch a lot of college football. It's very rare when I see a defensive lineman run on kickoff. That dude's covering. He made a tackle on kickoff. Like that dude's a freak athlete. Like, and it's so fun to see him. And he's fast, like lightning fast. I think he ran like a 19 miles per hour in the game. And he's definitely a wonderful asset. And we try to pick up the other freshmen who didn't travel and make them definitely assets so we can all play together and have good depth.